Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense takes the field. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Might as well stick with it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Heel off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. Jumped on top of the pile.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UCLA's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you? For when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking for room. It's Gideon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Whitted. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Hoosiers want to move quickly. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Robinson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you. Sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Caught, and he's... First down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking for space. It's Gideon. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the play fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. back to pass. And the Heat gets there. Him down at the 14-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long. You're trying to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. Now, you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after them.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's good. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Now on second down. In the red area, it's Gideon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Robinson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that line. And we'll take a break to check him out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes. Third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCLA will go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Backs looking with the goal line. A pass in these tight quarters. Ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
The deep... Got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds the tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him this time. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Whitted. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's caught. It's Britton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a 1st down, and they've got to show this urgency.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Turning it on. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. From the gun. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man down the middle. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the 2nd half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man, when the rust comes off after that.
Lost one deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
He's got it near midfield. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for room, it's Bean. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hoosiers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They were set up in great position to start this drive, but now looking at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house.
seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hand off from the shotgun. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On target over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Hoosiers are on the move. They'll leave it with him. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Ben. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll run play action. Makes the catch. It's Stoneburner. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your... Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Gonna run it. It's Gideon. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He'll run it again. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Bean. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Sends it downfield. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Send the tight end in motion. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That midfield, he's got room. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some minute.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get through, and it's blocked. He didn't get there. A stop for this defense, and now they've got a chance to save themselves.
Oh, and the defense needed that, right? If that field goal gets made here in the 2nd half, all of a sudden it's a 2-possession game. By getting the block, they keep this thing really close. Let's see how their offense can respond.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep for the end zone. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the 2-point conversion to tie.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
The last touchdown, only part of the battle. Now the 2-point try to tie the game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He is in there, and he's got the 2, and we are all tied up here deep in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
The give out of the gun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They want to keep this drive alive. Third and short here in overtime. The give on the option. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He got it! Touchdown, Bruins! Here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's split it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fourth down, and here's the ball game right here. Trying to get it to the marker. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field.